भक्ति देवी की जय। श्याम वेद भक्त वृंद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे।
हरि हरि बोल।
All glories to assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga.
Hare Hare Bol.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 So we are reading today Canto 3, chapter 17 and text number 20. So I will recite 3 times and then you please repeat. हिरण्याक्षो निजुस्तस्य प्रियः प्रीतिकृद अन्वहं गदापाणिर्दिवं यातो युयुत्सुर्मृगयन् रणम् हिरण्याक्षो नुजस्तस्य प्रियः प्रीतिकृद अन्वहं गदापाणिर्दिवं यातो युयुत्सुर्मृगयन् रणम् हिरण्याक्षो निजस्तस्य प्रियः प्रीतिकृदवन् अन्वहं गदापाणिर्दिवं यातो युयुत्सुर्मृगयन् रणम्. Please recite.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
हिरण्याक्षो अनुजस्तस्या प्रिया प्रीतिकृत अन्वहं गदापाणिर्दिवं यातो युत्सुर्निकरन्
हिरण्याक्षोऽनुजस्तस्य प्रिया प्रीतिकृतन्वहं गदापाणिर्दिवं यातो युयुत्सुर्मृगयं रणम्.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Anyone else would like to say?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hiranyaksho nujastasya priya pritikrir anvaham galapanir divam yato yuyutsir mrigayan ranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Alright, I listen now. Hiranyaksho nujastasya priya priti kradanvaham gadapanirdivam yato yusur mragayan ranam. Synonyms: Hiranyaksha, Hiranyaksh, Anujaha, younger brother, Tasya, his, Priya, beloved, Priti Krat, ready to please, Anu Aham, every day, Gada Panihi, with a club in hand, Divam, to the higher planets, Yataha, traveled, Yusu, desirous to fight, Mrgyan, seeking, Ranam, combat. Translation purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charnan Bhakti Sripad ki Jai. Jai Sripad. His younger brother Hiranyaksh was always ready to satisfy his elder brother by his activities. Hiranyaksh took a club on his shoulder and traveled all over the universe with a fighting spirit just to satisfy Hiranyakashipu. Purport by Sripad. The demonic spirit is to train all family members to exploit the resources of this universe for personal sense gratification. Whereas the godly spirit is to engage everything in the service of the Lord. Hiranyakashipu was himself very powerful, and he made his younger brother Hiranyaksh powerful to assist him in fighting with everyone and lording it over material nature as long as possible. If possible, he wanted to rule the universe eternally. These are the demonstration of the spirit of demonic living entity. Om Jnanatimiradasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurulmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaham Dadati Swapadantikam. Vande Aham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamanam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नाम्ने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशताणे नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्वसे नमः पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तवतारं भक्तकं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यो च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत अनुसे तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। श्रमतां सकथा कृष्णः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तन हृदयन्तस्तु भद्राणि विदनोति सरसा नष्टप्रायेषु बद्धेषु नित्यं भागवसेव्य भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नष्टके। Hare Krishna. So this there are few verses that I'm going to cover today. So we just read the verse number 20. So we're going to read from 20 to 31 because this is the end of this chapter. So I'll read the translations for the following verses and then we'll discuss together. So in verse 20 we see this. His younger brother Hiranyaksh was always ready to satisfy his elder brother by his activities. Hiranyaksh took a club on his shoulder and traveled all over the universe with a fighting spirit just to satisfy Hiranyakashipu. Next one, 21. Hiranyak's temper was difficult to control. He had anklets of gold tinkling about his feet. He was adorned with a gigantic garland and he rested his huge mace on one of his shoulders. His mental and bodily strength, as well as boon conferred upon him, had made him proud. He feared death at the hand of no one, and there was no checking him. The gods, therefore, were seized fear at his very sight, and they hid themselves even as snakes hide themselves for the fear of Garuda. Purport: the Asuras are generally strongly built, as described here. Therefore, their mental condition is very sound, and their prowess is also extraordinary. Hiranyaksh and Hiranyakashipu, having received a boon that they would not be killed by any other living entity within this universe, were almost immortal, and thus they were completely fearless. Next, 23. On not finding Indra and other demigods who had previously been intoxicated with power, the chief of Daityas, seeing that they had all vanished before his might, roared loudly. After returning from heavenly kingdom, the mighty demon, who was like an elephant in wrath, for the sake of the sport, dived into the deep ocean, which was roaring terribly. On his entering the ocean, the aquatic animals who formed the host of Varuna were stricken with fear and ran far away. Thus Hiranyaksha showed his splendor without dealing a blow. Purport: the materialistic demons sometimes appear to be very powerful and are seen to establish their supremacy throughout the world. Here also it appears that Hiranyaksha, by his demonic strength, actually established his supremacy throughout the universe, and the demigods were afraid of his uncommon power. Not only were the demigods in space afraid of the demon Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, but so also were the aquatic animals within the sea. 26. Moving about in the ocean for many years, the mighty Hiranyaksh smote the gigantic wind-tossed waves again and again with his iron mace and reached Vibhavari, the capital of Varuna. Varuna is supposed to be the predominating deity of the waters, and his capital, which is known as Vibhavari, is within the watery kingdom. 27. Vibhavari is the home of Varuna, lord of aquatic creatures and guardian of the lower regions of the universe, where the demons generally resides. There Hiranyaksh fell at Varuna's feet like a low-born man, and to make fun of him, he said with a smile, "Give me battle, O Supreme Lord." Purport: the demoniac person always challenge others and try to occupy their property by force. Here, These symptoms are fully displayed by Hiranyaksha, who begged war from a person who had no desire to fight. 28. You are the guardian of the entire sphere, a ruler of the wide fame, having crushed the might of arrogant and conceited warriors, and having conquered all the Daityas and Danavas in the world, you once performed a ritual sacrifice to the Lord. Thus mocked by the enemy, whose vanity knew no bounds, the worshipful Lord of the waters waxed angry, but by the dint of his reason he managed to curb the anger that he had sprung up in him, and he replied, O dear one, we have now desisted from warfare, having grown too old for combat. Purport. As we see, warmongering materialists always create fighting without reason. 30. You are so skilled in the war that I do not see anyone else but the most ancient person, Lord Vishnu, who can give satisfaction in battle to you. Therefore, O chief of Asuras, approach him, whom even heroes like you mention with praise. Purport. Aggressive materialistic warriors are actually punished by Supreme Lord for their policy of unnecessary disturbing world peace. Thus, Varuna advised Hiranyaksha that the right course to satisfy his fighting spirit would be to seek to fight with Vishnu. 31 and the last one, this one. Varuna continued, on reaching him, you will be rid of your pride at once and will lie down on the field of battle, surrounded by dogs for eternal sleep. It is in order to exterminate wicked fellows like you and to show his grace to the virtuous that he assumes his various incarnations like Varaha. Purport. Asuras do not know that their bodies consist of 5 elements of material nature, and that when they fall, they become objects of pastime for dogs and vultures. Varuna advised Hiranyaksha to meet Vishnu in his boar incarnation so that his hankering for aggressive war would be satisfied and his powerful body would be vanquished. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purports of 3rd canto, 17th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Victory of Hiranyaksha over all the directions of the universe. Hare Krishna. So here this is the as we just read, this is the last section of this chapter, and this chapter title is that Hiranyaksha victory all over the universe. So as we are reading, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, they were powerful demons. They were basically so powerful that except Lord Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, Lord Shiva, no one could defeat them. They were so powerful that all the demigods, they ran away from their houses. We see that here, here in this discussion what we are doing is this Hiranyaksha actually went in the to challenge all the demigods. Indra, Varuna, even he went to the place of Varuna, where in the water his capital Vibhavari, and he challenged him, come and fight with me. But none of the demigods have that power to fight. None of the demigods have power to fight with these two demons. So, and they are all running away from the fight because they know they cannot defeat them. Only and one important point that Varuna is saying that only one person can satisfy your desire. Or because they are hankering for war. They are hankering for war. They are basically trying to show their might, that how powerful they are, and they are trying to defeat these demigods and beat them. But the demigod, they were not coming and fighting, and they are saying only Varuna is saying only one who can satisfy you in the war, or rather defeat you in the war, is Lord Vishnu. So from this, there are many things we can learn from this pastime. Many things we can learn. The one thing is that these demigods, they are not supremely powerful. So if you see totality as what we read today, so one thing that what we can see is that demigods are not powerful. They are just part and parcel of this universe, of the Lord. They are just the managers of certain section. Like as we see, Varuna is basically a demigod who is in charge of the watery bodies. He is in charge of the aquatics, like that. But he is not supremely powerful. When Hiranyaksha challenged him, he said, I can't fight with you because I'm too old or I'm too weak, I can't fight with you. Similarly, Indra was ran away. Indra was not fighting with them. So we see there are so many demigods are there. In our scriptures mention so many demigods are there. But none of the demigod is supremely powerful. Only one person who is supremely powerful is Lord Vishnu. So from this discussion, even Lord Varuna is claiming or saying that only Vishnu can basically give you a combat fight and he can defeat you, right? And he is saying that you go and challenge Lord Vishnu, he's going to come in the form of Varahadev. Even see these demigods, they know that how these demons get defeated, but they can't do it by themselves. So they are saying when Lord Vishnu is going to come as Varahadev, he is going to kill you. So if you have a enough courage, go and challenge Vishnu, not me. So we see that these demigods are not powerful, they are all part and parcel of Lord Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu is a supremely powerful, supreme personality of Godhead. So one thing it's basically proven by Lord, like by Varuna, that Vishnu is a supreme personality of Godhead. Second point, what we can see is here that these demons, they are very proud of their powers. They are, when they get, see, these demons are, like Prabhupada mentioned the purports here, that these demons are very, very physically fit and very powerful. And see, this is what happens sometime, that the people who are demonic nature, they basically work so hard to maintain their body. You see, like all these demoniac people, they are very fit from the body perspective, and they are very, very strong physically. Like you see big boxers, big wrestlers, or big powerful people, they are like eating like so many nonsense stuff and all, but they are working so hard in gym and making their bodies and so much. They are bodily conscious people, and they work so hard on their body, and that's why they become so strong in the body. And Krishna, by the mercy of the Lord, they are very powerful on that sense. But one thing that happens is, as long as they become powerful, they get proud on their strength. So from this pastime we see this Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, they become so powerful, that they become so proud that no one can defeat them. And they become so powerful that they think that no one can defeat them, so they start misusing their power. See, the power is one of the fame. Like if we say Lord Bhagwan, Bhagwan means who is have six opulences in full, unlimited quantity. Like one of them is power, strength. Right? So Krishna is supremely powerful. But when these demons, they get some power, they become out of control. They start abusing people. They start killing people. They start showing display of their power, and they create wars in the society. You see, in the today's world also, it's very relevant. If you see in today's world, all these wars are unnecessary. Wars are happening. There's no need to have these wars right now. What we are going through in today's world, in this world, everywhere, anybody who is getting some power, he's just trying to show that how powerful he is, and he's trying to defeat people who are weaker. Anybody who gets some power, they start abusing their power to thrash the people who are weaker. And that's what this is, demoniac nature. See, you got a power by the mercy of the Lord. That power should be used to protect weak people, not to crush weak people. So in Bhagavad Gita, like when Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna was saying that I will not fight, I will not fight, I am not going to kill like my family men and all. Krishna says that the duty of a Kshatriya is to fight for dharma. The duty of a Kshatriya is to fight for dharma. Arjuna was one of the greatest warrior, and he has all the weapons. He was mighty warrior. So Krishna is saying you use your power for protecting dharma, not doing adharma. Duryodhana, Karna, even like other warriors, Jayadratha on the other side, They were also very powerful. They had a lot of weapons, but they were using their power for adharma, for crushing the devotees like the Pandavas. But Pandavas, Krishna ordered Arjuna to use power for the pleasure of Krishna. So here the difference that the demonic people, when they get power or money, like even money is power in today's world. If you get too much money, or if you get too much power, or anything, whatever you get in your possession, huh, if you use that for your own sense gratification, that is demonic nature. Like Ravana. Like Ravana, he was very powerful. He was very powerful, and when he came to know about Sita, so he thought that Sita should be enjoyed by me. Huh? So he kidnapped Sita. He kidnapped Sita because he thought that I am powerful. All powerful things belongs to me. Huh? Everything should belong to me because I am the powerful. I will enjoy. Huh? So he tried to he kidnapped Sita for that. But on the other side, Hanuman, who is a devotee of Krishna, of Lord Ram, he was also powerful, but he used his power to protect Sita from Ravana and bring back to Lord Ram. So Hanuman used his power to fight with Ravana, to defeat him, and to bring Sita back to the Lord Ram. So this is the difference here we can understand from this pastime, is that the Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, they are very powerful. They were mighty, powerful. They got so much boons, so that no one can defeat them. But they misuse their power. They misuse their power, and that's what we see in today's world also. As you see, like these big powerful leaders, they are misusing their powers. They are becoming so proudy that no one can defeat them, right? And that's basically become the cause of their destruction. When somebody become proud on the things which is given by Krishna to them, Krishna gives everyone chance. These demons, the Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaks, they will become powerful because Krishna gave them the power. Because without Krishna's sanction, you cannot get anything. So Krishna gave them power, but they misusing their power. On the other side, if a devotee get the power, devotee use that power in the service of Krishna. Same applies with money. If a devotee get a money, devotee use that money in the service of Krishna. But if a demoniac person get money, they use money for their own sense gratification. Their own sense gratification. So that's one of the lesson we can learn from here, is that this Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, even though they are very powerful and very rich, they are start misusing their powers, and they become so proudy, and they start like rather than helping weaker people, they are basically giving trouble to them. A devotee, when they get power or money, they help other devotees. Like say, we see devotees are going outside distributing books, distributing prashadam, giving the holy name. All those kind of things are basically devotee doing. They are using whatever they are in possession in the service of Krishna to help other living entities. While demonic people, they don't care about other living entities. Here Hiranyaksha is going around everywhere and trying to create problem for other living entity. They just want to satisfy their ego. They just want to satisfy their pride, and for that they are crushing other people. So they are troubling other people. So this another point is that demonic people always give pain to other people, while devotees always help other people. Yeah, like Prabhupada says that the devotee means, or Vaishnava means, that who become in distress when you see other people in distress. When you see some happy, then we become happy. That this is devotee's nature. When we see somebody happy, we feel happy. Okay, he's happy, we are happy. But when we see somebody in distress, we feel distress. Okay, why is in distress? So we try our best to remove his distress. Right? So devotees are well-wisher of all the living entities. Devotees are the well-wisher of the all living entities, while demonic people, they are not well-wisher. They are well-wisher of their own ego. They are well-wisher of their own satisfaction. So they work for their own ego. Like they just want to prove the world that we are powerful. We are supremely powerful, and then we can defeat anyone. Right? And one other point is going to come is that this Hiranyaksha, he becomes so mad about his powers that he will going to challenge Lord Vishnu also. Right? See, devotees, even whatever powerful they are, they will not going to challenge like Lord and say like, okay, I'll fight. But these demons, as soon as they become powerful, they invite their destruction by challenging Lord Vishnu. They think that they can defeat Lord Vishnu. But point is that they will always get defeated by Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu killed many demons, many demons, all the time. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that Ete chams kala pumsha krishnastu bhagavan swam indrari vyakulam lokam madayanti yuge yuge. The second line, indrari vyakulam lokam madayanti yuge yuge. Bhagavan, Lord Krishna comes in this material world, take incarnation, and in every incarnation almost what he does is basically Indrari, the enemies of Indra, he always kills them. Whoever basically create problem for demigods. See, these demigods, they are the representative of Krishna. They are not independent gods. They are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. They are being appointed by the Lord to manage certain affair of the universe. They are not supremely independent. They are dependent upon the Lord for their powers. Right? So these demigods, they worship Lord Supreme Personality of Godhead to get the power from the Lord. And Lord, whenever the trouble come for the demigods, whenever the demigod get in trouble, Lord appears and protects them. Like when Ravana was creating problem for the demigods, Lord Ram appears and kills Ravana. So similarly, like Varahadev is going to appear and going to kill Hiranyaksha. Lord Nrsimha Dev is going to appear and going to kill this Hiranyakashipu. Like this. So whenever the demigods like get in trouble, they pray to Lord Vishnu. They always go to Lord Vishnu and then ask for help. And Lord Vishnu comes and takes incarnations and then protect the demigods. Because demigods are devotees of Lord Vishnu and they are under the shelter of Lord Vishnu. So they are not supremely powerful. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. Paritranaya sadhunam means to protect the devotees, I appear, and vinashaya cha dushkritam, to annihilate the demon, I appear millennium after millennium. So Lord comes millennium after millennium to protect the devotees. Protect devotees means even demigods are the devotees of the Lord. But sir, some people worship demigods. So, but in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that people who are worshipping demigod, they are less intelligent. Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, the people who are worshipping demigod, they are less intelligent because they are indirectly worshipping me. Indirectly worshipping means what? Means demigods, they are the part and parcel of the Lord. They are not independent Lord. So when they are worshipping demigod, they are worshipping God, Lord, but in a wrong way. You see, that's why Krishna says them, they are less intelligent. They are less intelligent. So our duty is to worship Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are part and parcel of Lord Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Mamev Amsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Manasasthani Indrani Prakriti Sthani Karshati. We are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. And our eternal duty is to serve Lord. Savai punsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhokshaje ahetuki apratiyata yatma suprasiditi. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.6 says the duty of the all living entity in all circumstances is to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. If we do that duty, then we are actually become happy in this material world. So devotees are basically worshipper of the Lord. We are under the shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead. But demons, even though they are also part and parcel of Krishna, but they do not accept Krishna, and because of that they get destroyed. Vinashaya cha dushkritam. Dushkriti means people who are performing wrong activities. In today's world, you see, as we see, it's a perfect world. Nowadays, you see many leaders who are demonic in their nature, who are trying to accumulate power, money, and nations. They are like trying to thrash other nations, all the other people. So this is a demonic nature. They're hankering for power. They're hankering for money. They're hankering for control. They want to control this world. They think that they are the supreme powerful. They can do whatever they want. But they will get thrashed by the Lord. In the form of time, Kala, if this is in Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna asked Krishna that I want to see your universal form, so Krishna showed the universal form, and in that universal form, Krishna showed to Arjuna that all these warriors on this battlefield are already killed by me. You just fight and get glories. Nimitta mat bhav savvasachin. Become a instrument and win the glories. Because all these warriors are already defeated by me, they are already killed by me. As in the form of a time I am. Krishna saying, time I am, and I killed all of them. And we see these great people who are basically right now, they become just names in the history. Just think about in the modern history, the people who are very powerful in the history, some of the names. They were powerful at that time, but now they become just historical names. They are all thrashed by the time. That is Lord's energy. So anybody who think that they are very powerful, they are being defeated by this Kala, by time, by the Lord. But people who are devotees of the Lord, they will never get defeated. They are glorified by the time. See, we see Srila Prabhupada. I'll give you example. You might have heard the name of Alexander the Great. I think you might have heard that ruler was from Europe. Actually, he won the world. He actually defeated many kingdoms, and at one time he was almost ruled the whole Europe, Central Asia, and even he went till the Bharatvarsh on the outskirts of India, and he won the whole land. He was a very powerful, ruler. So he won that world. But what happened is that now nobody knows that Alexander the Great was sometime, hero was that so powerful, right? But his name and his powers are all gone now. You won't see any kingdom belong to him or what, right? But we see devotees like Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada did not show his power or strength or money, anything, but he preached the name of Krishna. And now we see almost everywhere the name of Srila Prabhupada. The temples are there everywhere. You see Srila Prabhupada is being glorified everywhere. So because Srila Prabhupada actually preached the glory of the Lord, devotees, they become immortal by serving the Lord. And these demons, they want to become immortal by their strength. These demons, they want to become immortal by their strength. They think that by their strength they can become immortal. But that's not going to work it out, because the real immortality is that when people praise you in the history. So devotees, like now we hear about Prahlad Maharaj pastime, we hear about Dhruv Maharaj pastime, we hear about Parikshit Maharaj, we hear about Arjuna. Those are great devotees of the Lord. They are being glorified in the Srimad Bhagavatam, right? But these demons are basically, nobody want these demons to be like glorified. And these demons are there, which are thrashed by the Lord and his devotees and by the powerful time. So one lesson we can take from another lesson we can take from this pastime is that dedicating all our possessions in the name of service, money, or power to at the feet of the Lord, at the feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the only way which we can basically become immortal. Otherwise, will be thrashed in the history of the book in this world, and nobody will going to know the names also for those leaders, those powerful leaders. So these are the some of the points that we can see from these discussions here. If there is any comment or any questions or anything anyone want to realize, share their realization, please let me know. I'll stop now here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam. It was very nice, Prabhu. Whole class was really nice. We're talking about demon and devotees. It was really nice. All over the world. Actually, you're talking about the recent wars. So that was really nice. And it's really scary nowadays. All the demons are everywhere.
Yes. This is the point. That's why this world is a scary place nowadays.
Yes, Prabhu. It's really nice class, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Yeah. But one thing that yes, Mata, you brought a very nice point. But one thing that Srila Prabhupada taught us is that even though this world is a full of demons and so many people are there very very against devotees, but if we take shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead, especially Lord Nrsimha Dev, then we are protected. Prabhupada has given us a shelter at the feet of the Lord, and He has given us this process of Krishna consciousness. Even in this scary world, even in this dangerous world, if we are basically taking the shelter of the Lord, Krishna guaranteed protection to us. Krishna says that, like in Bhagavad Gita, many places Krishna says that, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana pariprasate tesham nityaviktanam yogshem mahamiyam परित्राणाय साधुनाम विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम धर्म संस्थापनार्थ संभाव्य भगवान कृष्णा has promised, I come to protect the devotees, and whoever take my shelter, I'll protect them. So all we have, this actually very important point that Prabhupada taught us is that even though this world is very dangerous and very problematic, but still when we take shelter of Krishna, Krishna will protect, and that's what the holy name is. We take the shelter of holy name will protect us. So that's very wonderful point. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Anyone else have any other comment or question before we end? Okay, if there is no comment or question, so thank you all for joining for today morning. This is wonderful Srimad Bhagavatam. And for further details, uh, I didn't mention, but because there are further details are given in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16. If we see chapter 16 of Bhagavad Gita, which actually describe the demonic and the divine qualities. So it is a very important chapter that we should actually learn to understand that in today's world, people are how they are demoniac in their nature. And in the beginning, Lord explains to Arjuna the divine qualities, and then later Lord Krishna explained about the demonic quality in detail. So we can see those demonic qualities are very prominent nowadays in the people, and common people are basically going towards that. But as a devotee, we should stay away from those things, and we should actually work on divine qualities more and more. So this chapter is basically where we are discussing about Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. These are two powerful demons. They are perfectly showing that those bad qualities of the demons, and that's why Lord is going to come as Varahadev and is going to demolish them. So that's the point. Okay, all right, thank you very much everyone. Hare Krishna. Have a wonderful Krishna conscious day. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhu vevacha पतिता नाम पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. श्रील
Yeah.
प्रभुपाद की जय.
Yeah.
श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की